Hello guys and welcome to another edition of Rage Against the Dice. Once again here looking at a Victrix kit. That's a mouthful. This time it's the Dark Ages Archers and Slingers. Now I'm going to be using these for my Vikings, which I'm going to be using for multiple games. One of which being Warhammer Ancient Battles. Possibly using them for Hail Caesar and also using them for Baron's War Conquest. Now, I've already opened this set. The reason being is that I've split it with Sparks and Vince, so their Normans and Saxons use the same kind of archers and slingers, so we've kind of split a bag. But I wanted to film this on my own so I could show you guys some models built. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look. It's 36 models. They are 28mm hard plastic, as you can see on there. And as it said, oh, I didn't even notice that it can be used for Viking, Saxons and Normans. I might actually use some of my Vikings heads from my other sets, just to give them like their own Viking-y look. I'm not sure yet. But it shows you here. Sorry about that, guys. I've been filming a lot today. I'm a bit exhausted at this stage, so I can only apologise. But yeah, you can see the Archer 1, Archer 2, Archer 3, Archer 4, Slinger 1 and Slinger 2. And then it shows you up here some of the other things, bags, knives and stuff. Now these will match up with the sprues. So I'm going to jump straight in and just show you one of these. I'm going to have to make sure I get one of the ones that we haven't already cut to bits. Because as I said, other people are getting them in. So we'll get in there. As you can see, 6 on a sprue. That's there was 36 in the set. I only need like 10 archers and 8 slingers for what I want to do. But yes, so we'll have a look here. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bodies. Spin it across. I'm not really doing well with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 heads. Some pouches, some quivers, bow arms, an axe. Another bow arm. Some slinger bits, the slinger bags. Go down here. Ooh, more heads. More heads. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Bags. Some axes, very important for my Vikings. I thought you got... Oh, there it is. So you get a spear there, which you can make a banner, I'm assuming. There's a crossbar somewhere. Maybe not, though, because I had to give Sparks a crossbar. So I'll probably have to steal one from my Vikings sprue. But yeah, so... I tried with the last video to actually build some on camera. That is something I'm probably going to do in future videos. But due to how tired I am on anything, I'm going to go and I'm just going to build one archer and one slinger separately, and I'll come back and I'll show you them. I just think that would be much, much easier. So guys, I'll be back in a second. Well, for you it'll be a second. For me it'll probably be anything up to 3 days. With one built archer and one built slinger, just to show you what they look like. Probably build archer 1, old B1 as he's known, and slinger 1, which is S1. So back in a second, guys. So here we are back here with these. So as you can see, this is the archer. I'm sorry. I didn't need to go for a different head. For this one, I've used one of the heads that come on the sprue. Really, really simple to build. There's a few little mold lines that I thought I'd got that I need to get back off. And then for the sling character, I went with this head as well, which again is a head that's already there on the sprue. So the reason I went with them is A, they looked kind of Viking-y anyway, and then B, I wanted to show the models as they were. Now, what I am going to do, of course, is build more archers and I don't have enough Viking heads, so I will be using heads from my other sprues, which is fine because I've got absolutely loads of heads, a few bald heads, a load of the helmeted ones and things like that, so it's definitely not going to be an issue. I have enough heads. They are very, very simple to go together, much like some of the other Victrix kits we've covered so far, which I think are the Vikings and the Medieval Knights. We still have Roman light cavalry, Roman light cavalry to be specific, and then on top of that, we have some Normandy crossbowmen and some Normandy infantry before we move on to some Imperial Roman stuff. So, yeah, guys, this was just a bit of a quick one. As I said, I wasn't going to build anything for this. Now, what I am going to do is I am going to do a couple of painting videos on my Vikings, because I've had a lot of comments asking for a painting video after I showed off the painted Jarl with the Dane axe in my previous Vikings video. So I am going to do a painting video. I don't know what it will be on. Maybe it'll be, you know, the same hand weapon shield model with padded armor and mail armor. Might be an archer, might be a banner bearer, I'm not quite sure as of yet. But yeah, guys, in terms of the set itself, I think the value for money on them is fantastic. I can't imagine many games you're going to need 36 archers for, so it is good that you get the slings as well. There probably will be the ability to do some converting up, so you could give them all slings, or you could give them all bows. In fact, you couldn't do that with slings because you don't get enough actual physical slings, I don't believe. Sorry guys, I did actually build these in the same night, so it's about 4 AM now when I'm filming this. It's been a long day of building and stuff, but yeah, I do really, really like these. One thing I will say, and this is something I've noticed across all the Victrix kits I've built so far, is they are very mold liney. It's not a big issue at all for the price you pay for them. I mean, it's like £40 for 36 mod. No, it's less than that. It's like 30-something pound for that many models. They work out very, very cheap, I know that. But yeah, for the price you pay, a little bit of cleaning up on the mold lines isn't a real big deal at all. Sorry about that. I've just realised that you probably caught the documentary I'm watching in the background while I was building these. It's just a historical piece. That's the kind of exciting life I lead. But yeah, guys, positives, good value for money. You get a lot of models. Negatives, very mold liney. I will stress that that isn't something I've found with some of the newer kits. So the older kits do tend to be more mold liney than the newer ones. You'll find that with a lot of things like Warlord and GW as well. So it's not the end of the world. But yeah, other negatives would be that because it's the same sprue over and over again, with that many models, you are going to get crossovers and things like that. But again, it's not the end of the world. If you've got other kits, you know, because you're going to be buying the Dark Age archers to go with your Normans or your Vikings, I guess. Yeah, there's a Norman, Saxons, Vikings. So you'll have spare heads from those kits, presumably, so you can mix and match. On the archer, I've actually stuck an axe. I haven't done that on the sling model yet, but I do fully intend to. I completely forgot. I've only just noticed it on the table next to me and thought, oh, yeah, I've got to put that on there. So I will be adding that, but it just adds a little more. Now, if you were doing Normans or Saxons, maybe you'd want to add swords instead or something like that, and you could pilfer them off your other kits. But yeah. Oh, sorry, guys, I'm going to have to go to sleep. I really, really am. So yeah, guys, the usual, like, share, subscribe, please leave a comment. If it's the first time you've ever watched our channel, go check out some of our other videos. I said we're covering a lot of historical at the moment. I very much appreciate you sharing them and all the love that you've been showing for us. Since we've pivoted over from more indie game stuff to much more historical stuff, we have seen that there has been an increase in the views on our video. I do want to stress that that's not specifically the reason that we're doing that. We are still going to cover a lot of indie games and such. Baron's War's not a particularly big game, for instance. It's just the fact that at this moment in time, we're really, really enjoying historical play. Outside of that, we are still playing Necromunda. We've got Marvel Crisis Protocol. We're building up some stuff for Star Wars Legion as we speak. So it isn't that we're switching over completely to a historical channel. It's just at the moment what we're doing is very historical based. Obviously, other than that, I am buying Ewoks, but I've already done videos on the Ewoks. So it's basically, our channel is funded by us, myself, Sparks, Vince, Nate when he used to be on the channel, Alan, Liam when he appears on the channel, and anybody else. All the stuff is, for the most part, bought by ourselves. If we're doing a lot of historical, we show a lot of historical. If we are doing Necromunda, then our content tends to focus around that. You will notice a lot of Fallout stuff on the channel because we've been very Fallout focused recently. If we ever get off Fallout factions, again, there was some shipping issues to the UK, we'll be heavily covering that. It's just what we're into. So we're not solely historical, but we do appreciate that you guys who are into historical have been showing us a lot of love. We'd just like to ask that you guys would maybe check out some of our other videos, maybe see some of the games that are for you. We cover TT Combat a lot. We cover Warlord. We cover Mantic. Very excited for the Halo game. We didn't get like a pre-order copy or anything like that, so I'm just going to wait till it comes out, mainly because I added so many other stuff on the go. Obviously, we're not big enough for Mantic to really send us stuff, and that's completely fair, for the amount of views we'd be able to get on our video. Maybe like 50 to 300. It's not really even worth the cost of them sending us a set. Absolutely cool. I'll still be buying it when it gets released. I just don't pre-order stuff anymore. Outside of version 3 of the rules for bold action, but that's because it's bold action. But yeah, guys, anyway, I'm going to stop waffling now. Thank you so much for watching. Pray to the dice gods and hope to smile upon you. Take care. Bye.